I was thrown into the entertainment industry to be a star. When I was 20, I had no idea what was happening. In fact, I did not even know that I was going to get a contract with MTV when I joined the contest. I thought I was just going to win some shopping vouchers. Maybe a 3-day stay at Phuket or Bali, and that was it. The entire media of Singapore came and started interviewing me and said, how does it feel like to be an MTV VJ? I was thrown into the limelight and I had to mingle with big international stars, regional stars all the time. So I flew all over the world. So I tasted what it was like to be a star at such a young age. What made it worse was I wasn't a Christian. So I was living a godless life, you know, a life with no purpose, a life with no meaning. It was just party after parties. But deep down, I was always searching for something more. I could interview the biggest star in the region and come home feeling empty because I felt that that wasn't enough. It wasn't what I was called to do. I was constantly searching for an answer. Who am I? Why am I here? There were even thoughts of me giving up, ending my life when the going got tough, because I had nothing to hold on to. I had no family support because my family was against me joining the entertainment industry. I always knew there was a higher power. I just never knew who that God was. And I'm just so grateful to finally find the answer. That God is Jehovah. That God is called Yahweh. That God is Jesus Christ. After Mom became a Christian, my sister also became a Christian. At my mom's wake, my Indonesian helper became a Christian. My uncle became a Christian. And many people were deeply moved by Mom's unwavering belief in God. So it is Mom's faith that strengthens my faith as well. I bring along God's protection with me. I bring along His covering upon me. So every time I interview somebody, especially the very difficult ones, I would always make a prayer before I step into the house to visit them and to interview them. You'll be amazed by how God truly works. You know, they can be the most difficult people around, but whenever I step into their house and when I sit down and I introduce myself to them, oh my goodness, you see how their hearts open up to you instantaneously and they share everything. They share their life stories with you. I'm hosting a show called Renovate. Renovate, you need to deal with all kinds of families with different types of challenges, different types of issues. So one of my episodes, I was dealing with a hoarder, and my producer and a social worker warned me that she is going to be a person who's not easy to interview because halfway through the interview she might cry, or even before you interview her she might break down. I applied this very important wisdom from God. Find a need and meet it. Find a hurt and heal it. Because of a lot of the projects, a lot of the shows that I used to host, right? Whether it's Renovate or Find Me in Singapore and the places we live in, they all have got this humanity touch to it. And because of that, World Vision came into the picture. They approached me and asked me, would you want to be our ambassador? And I'm sponsoring 2 very beautiful girls. One is called Pramila from Nepal. The other one is called Vimian from Cambodia. And I met the both of them personally. It was a beautiful experience. So recently I got my royalty fee from my book Larger Than Life, and I decided to use it to bless the child sex exploitation and human trafficking team in Vietnam, because they do need a lot of funds to do what they do. I would say the harvest is plentiful, but laborers are few. And I hope that I'm able to gather more laborers to do God's work together.